Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Arden of Faversham, and today we get to hear from Will in Act 5, Scene 1. Now, Will started off this scene defending his reputation because he's tried many times to kill Arden and been unsuccessful every time. Most recently, there was a fight in the street between Will and Shakespeare and Franklin and Mosby and Arden, and Shakespeare and Mosby were injured, but Arden still wasn't killed. And in the aftermath of that fight, Shakespeare and Mosby go off to bandage their wounds, and Alice laid into Arden, talked him down from his jealous rage, and was like, that's your friend in there, you should go and take care of him and make sure that he's okay. So he went off to do that, and Franklin is like, why can't you see that your wife is gaslighting you? She's totally cheating on you. Why can't you see it? That was Act 4. Now in Act 5, we're near Arden's house again, and Will can't believe that he can't kill Arden. He was defending his reputation, saying, I've killed cops, I've beaten up people, I've done all these sorts of things, but I can't kill Arden, and he's really frustrated about it, but they still want to make sure that it gets done. At this point, it's like it's a vendetta now that he has, beyond just the fact that he's getting paid to kill Arden. He really just wants to get it done for the sake of his reputation. But then Michael Bolton and Alice come in and they're talking. She's like, you're sure that they made up? Like, Arden apologized to Mosby and everything like that. And Michael Bolton's like, yes, yeah, that happened. They're all good. They're on good terms. She's like, okay, cool. So, and also in those conversations that they were all having in the room while Mosby was getting bandaged up, it was decided that everybody should come over to dinner at the Arden's house tonight. So Michael goes to begin some of that preparation. She also tells him, if you can get Moby to, sneak away from my husband and come and see me, that would be great. So he does. And then she turns to Will and Shakespeare and Green. She's like, so how you doing? They're like, great, we'll be there for dinner. And she's like, so, okay, yeah, that's cool, that's cool. So why isn't my husband dead yet? And Will says, nay then, Mistress Arden, I'll tell you how it was. When he should have locked with both his hilts, he, in a bravery, flourished o'er his head. With that comes Franklin at him lustily, and hurts the slave. With that he slinks away. Now, his way had been to have come hand and feet, 1 and 2 round at his costard. He, like a fool, bears his sword point half a yard out of danger. I lie here for my life. If the devil come, and he have no more strength than I have offence, he shall never beat me from this ward. I'll stand to it. A buckler in a skilful hand is as good as a castle. Nay, 'tis better than a sconce, for I have tried it. Mosby, perceiving this, began to faint. With that comes Arden with his arming sword, and thrust him through the shoulder in a trice. So he's equal parts telling what happened and how Shakespeare and Mosby got injured in this fight, and that it basically came down to stupidity and luck and weird timing. But he's also defending his own reputation, saying, I swear this is what happened. It was completely accidental. We were trying. It just didn't work. And she's like, okay, but like, what do we do now? And then Mosby comes in. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? He's like, yeah. And okay, guys, we're going to do my plan, right? At the dinner, we're going to do my plan. And the plan is for Will and Shakespeare to hide in this little room, and at the right moment they are going to jump out and kill Arden. And they've decided that the phrase when I take you, or now I take you, is the key word, at which time they're supposed to jump out and kill Arden. They're like, okay, great, let's do it. Let's make sure that everything is set up for dinner. Alice is going to lock Will and Shakespeare into the proper room. Mosby and Green go to make sure that all of the dinner stuff is set up correctly. Oh, and Green's job is to distract Franklin so that he doesn't get there in time. Meanwhile, Mosby is going to like sit at a games table and play some sort of game with Arden, where they will talk, and then at some point he'll say, now I have you. They'll play checkers or chess or something, imagine, like that. So like, okay, this is good. This is a plan. This is what's going to happen. So Mosby and Green go to start taking care of that, and Alice turns to Will and she's like, so how exactly is this going to happen? He's like, well, while they're playing the game with each other, when I hear the keyword, I'm going to jump out from behind Arden so he doesn't see me coming with a towel, and I'm going to strangle him to the floor and then stab him to death. So making sure that all of our bases are covered. And she's like, oh my God, that's so awesome. you'll get 20 pounds now, you'll get 40 pounds later. Like, this is great. This is wonderful and great. But of course that's not the end of it, because we're only in Act 5, Scene 1. So Will and Shakebag go to hide, and she locks them in this little room. They are supposed to keep the key so that they don't just get locked in there indefinitely and somebody has to come and let them out. So they go to do their hiding, and Alice is going to give the audience a little bit of insight into where she is mentally in tomorrow's monologue. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.